Nobody likes to lose. It's painful. And but to some others who put in everything that they had in the process to unseat Soludo. And they crisscrossed one of them, for example, who put in everything, organized, had his photo, even though it wasn't on the ballot, had his picture on the billboards all over the state. Just the same way, the late Dim Odumegwu Ojukwu raised his hand and asked the Anambra to vote. He thought that he would also come and raise somebody's hand and to unseat Soludo. You could touch the bitterness, you could touch. He came, organized rallies, marched through streets, went on community tours. I even saw the video where he was pleading with his own community not to let him down at the election. And the election came. He saw something that he never ever imagined in his life. But somebody who can't imagine it sits down sulking after failing absently. And but I can understand it. If you finish pleading with your community not to let you down, we allowed and then we felt in sympathy with him. We even ignored his polling units, at least let him, while we focused on the wards. Now, Apuga, we won all the 4 wards and that is community, all of them clear. Left him, we thought we didn't contest for his polling unit. We thought he can at least take his polling unit. But lo and behold, ABC defeated him in his polling unit when Apuga took the entire other wards. So I can understand it. I can understand why, if you are a serial loser and you see somebody else ascending, you sought to stop us, you couldn't. In 4 years, what we have spent in 4 years is less than what he spent in 1 year in dollar terms. But in terms of the record, the people spoke. The people, from his polling unit to his ward, to his community, to Anambra, all over, 21 over 21 local governments, and so on and so forth. So I can understand if somebody is feeling that frustration, why that it might be getting to his head a little bit. Maybe. And so you now see him talking. Somebody showed me what he was saying on the about the election and that kind of thing. Then I laughed and I said to somebody, I think something is beginning. I'm going to call a meeting of committee of friends so that we can get to him to advise him, my brother. Or at least we can take him to Fun City so that he can relax. Otherwise, when you now get on, we try to coach him to play in League One after I had finished playing the World Cup. We coached him to play in League One, but he just left League One, injured player, stranded, confused, and with no club. With no club. In the fullness of time, when the time comes, because I saw a remark somebody was making about education. Say education. The fullness of time will get the record out of how somebody deliberately and intentionally destroyed the public education system in Anambra. And we will show that. So if you are getting frustrated that somebody is doing what you couldn't even think about, don't vent it on the people. Just go home, get a life. Because idleness and serial losses can get into somebody's head. So we advise
One very good thing I know about Peter Obi is that he has never come out to insult anybody. Peter Obi has never called anybody any name. Not any politician can come out to say that Peter Obi insulted him or called him names. He has only talked about himself and what he's done, what he has done for the people of Anambra, and while he will serve as a governor. He has only talked about his achievement, what he has done, and all about him. He has never insulted or called out anybody. Neither has he called any politicians. He has never. He was very, very well respected, mannered politicians that I've ever seen. But it so baffles me, and I don't know the reason why every politician is picking on him. Both people from the Southeast, even his own brother from his own place to his own state, Anambra, they are picking on him. I don't know why it's like that. This is one thing you will never see in the North. No matter how bad that person is, even the Northerners, they cannot pick on their brother and start calling and then diminishing the person's image and all of that. But this is why it will become very, very difficult for anybody in the Southeast, to rise. Why? Because of this lack of unity, respect for each other. They don't have it. It will be very, very difficult. That is why they are being marginalized. The leadership in the Southeast is something that I cannot fathom. I cannot think about it. These guys are so corrupt and so compromised. They can sell their brother for anything. They can, they can sell their brother, which is very, very bad. So now tell me why Soludo is picking on P2B. It's very, very obvious that the person he's talking about is P2B. Every attribute and everything he has mentioned here is referring to P2B. Yes. Now tell me why he should be doing this. Well, the election has come and gone, and P2B has congratulated the persons who won and then lose again, has encouraged them to pick up. He has never insulted or called any name. He has never attributed anything to anybody. Well, you only mentioned in his interview that the election at some point were monetized. Even his own polling unit were monetized. He doesn't know why it has to be like that. And nothing happened. Nobody raised a concern about that. We saw videos flying up. We saw evidences of all these things that P2B has talked about. People selling votes, buying votes. People are even coming out on social media to say it that in my own polling unit, we bought at this price, we sold at this price. And nothing is being done to them. No arrest, no justice, no nothing. That is to say that, election vote buying and all of that has come to say this is just a peek and eye of what is going to happen in 2027 election. Let's watch out and see. Tinubu is not saying anything. The presidency is not saying anything. Nobody, no governor is saying anything as regarding the vote buying and everything that has happened. These are the only things that P2B talked about. So why calling him